everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Tasha with West Financial Services, LLC, where we provide tax strategies, business services, and financial education to help you reach your economic goals and live without financial limitations. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the Pure Leaf Here's Your No grant, which is a grant that will, in the year 2022, be distributed in 3 grant cycles to 100 grant recipients. So this is a very interesting grant because it is not just limited to business owners. In fact, this is a grant that is open also to W-2 employees. And the gist of the grant is as follows. Pure Leaf wants to empower workers to be able to say no in the workplace without the fear of retaliation by their employer. So, many times you will say yes to working additional time on a project or taking on additional responsibilities at work because, we either fear, again, that retaliation or we need the extra money. But we are also, in saying yes to taking on that additional responsibilities, having to say no to some other things that we may rather be doing, such as spending time with family or just taking time for yourself. And so I really like this grant for that reason. Now, this grant is not for a super large amount, and we're going to go over that information. So it is not something that is going to allow you to maybe quit a job, but, it will allow you to be able to, it'll give you a cushion. It'll, I guess I like that they are encouraging workers to be mindful of their time and set boundaries when it comes to their time. So I'm going to stop rambling and we are going to look at this grant. Again, when you go to the grant page, you see the application button right here, so you won't have to search for that. But I wanted to go over the eligibility criteria and the rules, the details of the grant. And so you see the grants are $2,000 grants. And now the way this reads, guys, I mean, if you look at the page, you're thinking, and I think they even say it in here, they make reference to, women having to take on those additional responsibilities and not saying no. But you're going to see when we go through here, there is nothing in here that says that a male cannot apply for this grant. So you guys take on those additional responsibilities at work as well, guys. So what could it hurt for you to apply? All right. And so grants are subject to applicable taxes. That's just a disclaimer they have here. And so you will need to be 18 years old and you will need to be in the 50 United States. Now, if you live in Alabama or Nebraska, you're going to need to be at least 19 years old. I'm not sure why, but that is their rule. So they are giving this grant out 3 times this year. I was not aware of it on the first grant cycle. And so there was a grant cycle that ran from March 10th through May 31st. So we are in the second grant cycle, June the 1st through August 31st. So this grant application will close on August 31st. Will open again on September 1st and will close on November 30th for that third cycle. So you have 2 opportunities to apply for this grant. And I did read on here that if you applied, say, for this grant cycle that ends in August and you're not a recipient, you can also reapply for the third grant cycle. Applications are accepted only in English or Spanish. And you can only win 1 grant. So if you apply and win, you cannot reapply again. All right. Let's look really quickly at the details here. I'm not going to go over everything, but just the basics. Again, they talk about how you have those 3 grant periods, and you would need to apply again by August 31st at 11:59 p.m. for the second entry period. And for the third entry period, you would need to apply by 11:59 p.m. on November 30th. Eligibility criteria, it's open to all legal residents of the 50 United States. You have to be 18 years of age. If you're in Alabama and Nebraska, you have to be 19 years old. So you can see, and I'm here, right here, there is nothing that says this is limited to female entrants. We're going to look at how to enter, which is the application. I just wanted to show you the judging criteria. So when they look at your applications, these are the items they're going to be looking at. Your personal sense of awareness on how the grant is going to help you. That's going to be weighted 25%. Do you demonstrate an awareness for the significance of the grant just beyond that monetary value? You know, that's 25% weight. Did you share a response that was truly reflective of your desire to receive the grant? 25% weight. And how meaningful would the grant be for you? So you need to demonstrate how meaningful it would be for you. So all those components are equally weighted. So let's look really briefly at the application. All right. Super short application, guys. So your first name, last name, address with city, state, and zip, your date of birth and email. Okay. That's just your demographic stuff. And then they ask you for the grant specific questions. There are 3 questions. That's it. What would receiving a no grant allow you to say no to at work? And they even give you, you know, some examples of, you know, could you say no to an extra shift? Would that extra $2,000 help you say no to an extra shift or an extra project at work? I taught for about 10 years, and so I'm thinking of teachers, you know, you guys would be a prime candidate for these grants because you are always saying yes, staying late, taking on extra projects. And so what would receiving a no grant allow you to say yes to? And so again, here they give you some idea of what, you know, you could talk about. Do you get to spend more time with your family? Would you use it to take a mental health day so that you'll be a better employee, or, you know, you could better serve your clients? And then besides financial strain, what has stopped you from saying no at work previously? Again, they even give you some stems here, some ideas of, you know, things that you could say and expand on them. So especially if you use something, you know, one of their suggestions here, make sure you are expanding and personalizing your grant application. And I know I said at the beginning of the video that, you know, this was more for W-2 employees. However, if you are a business owner, say you are a solopreneur, it's just you know, you could also apply for this grant, because I'm sure you're saying yes to a lot of things that, you know, if you received a couple of $1,000s extra, you could, you know, spend more time with family. You could maybe hire someone to complete a project that you need completed for your business, you know, freeing you up to maybe take a mental health day, or, like I said, just to spend more time with your family, things like that. Okay. The last things you would do would agree that you would allow them to feature your story and contact you with additional opportunities to be featured. So guys, that's free marketing, especially if you're a business owner. If not, and these are optional, so maybe you don't want your employer to know that you received this grant. So this is optional. You don't have to, check these. This is asking, do you want to receive promotions and news from Pure Life, and that you confirm your age here. You'll check that you are not a robot and submit your application. So this is like one of the easiest grant applications I have seen in a long time. You can complete this pretty quickly, but if you need some assistance, I recommend Jessica, the grant writer, and I will put her information in the section beneath this video. Guys, if you found this video helpful, please like and share it. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next video.